going to make it really hard on yourself to win. I thought our defense was good enough to win the game. We ended up out rebounding them. They're a great rebounding team. Brandon and Clowney with 11 and 10 rebounds each. That they played pretty well in the class. But our offense let us down tonight.
Chase. Coach, I noticed you went to the full court press the last couple of minutes to try to catch up. The team seems pretty well constructed for full court pressure with the depth you have and the defensive athleticism. How confident are you in the full court press going forward if you need it again?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't needed it. Our defense, actually, we were 5th in the country in defensive efficiency coming in the night. So our defense has been pretty good. When you get down, you got to go to it. We do have enough depth and we can go smaller, quicker at the 5 with like Clowney, or Charles. You could tell Charles wasn't 100% tonight. We tried to play him, saw him. He wasn't himself. So we kind of went away from the second half. But yeah, you could put a rim protector like Charles back there. And hopefully we won't need to go to it too much. We haven't been down like that late in the game much this year. But yeah, I mean, if we need to, we can go to it.
Awesome. Yeah, you kind of compared these Tennessee teams and their physicality with Houston. You won that game. What was kind of difference tonight?
Yeah, we didn't turn the ball over that much in the second. I mean, Houston's physicality and pressure bothered us early, and then I thought we settled in and did a better job late. We got more stops against Houston late too, where our defense was not the issue tonight overall, but we couldn't get stops late in the game when we needed to, and we did against Houston. So, we found a way to get some stops and score some buckets, kind of open that thing up against Houston. We couldn't do that against them tonight.
Charlie, in the front.
You mentioned Charles, how much that effect did you guys were able to do against how much that effect?
Yeah, I mean, they were obviously able to finish some stuff at the rim late that I don't think they would have got if Chuck was healthy. But I mean, stretches, Clowney's played well for us. Clowney played well tonight. They had 2 guys out too, so they'd have been a lot better if their 2 guys played too. So that's basketball. At least Charles was able to give us some minutes. But yeah, I do think he would have impacted the game defensively. He always kind of anchors our defense, makes it harder to score in the paint. And we didn't have him, so it hurt. But we're not to play without guys, different guys when they're hurt.
In the back.
Hey, Coach, Simon Williams, WCDX 5 4 months ago. This is number one. Metrics. And you said they were for a reason. What did this week look like in preparation for that? And how did it show itself in this game?
I mean, we tried to emulate it. You can't kind of have your scout team be a little more physical, and we obviously didn't do a good enough job. I mean, it's impossible for your scout team to emulate these guys, and then we don't play the same way we do. I mean, our defense is pretty good. I mean, they've got some bigger, and obviously Ziegler's quick, but outside of Ziegler, their guards are big, strong, kind of physical, and Ziegler can get up under you. They're into you a lot. And we try to be some, but we also got a little bit different defensive game plan than they do, and theirs is obviously really good, and they recruit to it, and they got a great roster for it, and ours is pretty good too. I mean, we're top 5 in the country. When they play different than you play, you can't really go first team, second team, and totally emulate it, and with a 2-day prep. But we tried. I mean, we'll try to do a little bit better. And it's one of those deals where, when you've got some days here moving forward where it maybe isn't the day after a game and not the day before a game, it's maybe make some of this stuff in moving forward, just kind of get ready for them the second time you play them.
2 more, Charlie.
You're maybe looking for a broad slice. What do you think of Jaden Bradley?
Yeah, I mean, he attacked our pressure like we needed to. He had 4 assists, 2 turnovers. I mean, you kind of look down the list. There's nobody else had a positive assist turnover ratio. The best anybody else had was even. So, when he got to the free throw line, he converted them fairly well. He's 10 of 14. So I thought he attacked it the way we needed to. It's probably why he played the most out of all those guards. So, we got to get our other guards, kind of look at, we got to get Mark and Javon. And Javon's been good against these guys in the past. I was hoping he'd kind of get it going. His shooting percentage and turnovers, I thought were a little uncharacteristic of him tonight, but he didn't handle the pressure as well as we'd have liked.
Last one in the front.
And how do you feel, my Meshack and Jonas AD kind of impacted what y'all wanted to do offensively tonight?
I mean, what did they do? Had 3 blocks. Yeah, I mean, I remember a couple layups that I thought you would have had, and he protects the rim. You know, does a great job for him. Meshack, I mean, Meshack's definitely in there for his defense. That's why they're playing him. He does a good job. I mean, he's physical with Brandon. He made Brandon's night a lot harder, you know, than it would have been. I mean, you know, they've got defensive players on that team. I mean, you kind of go down the line. I mean, even Julian Phillips is a great defender, didn't play tonight, but you look at the guys that they're playing, I mean, they kind of tighten their rotation up to 8 guys. All 8 of those guys really guard on the defensive end. And Meshack, I mean, they talk about Meshack being a stopper. I mean, he played over 27 minutes and didn't score a point. So he's obviously in there for his impact on the defensive end. He did a great job tonight.
Thanks, coach.